work together, and work for the common good, you can make the impossible possible. My sister and I were present when my parents' wedding was called to a halt in San Francisco in 2004. We witnessed our parents' heartbreak. But in that moment, they again taught us to never give up, to work for what you believe in, even if it seems beyond your reach. As a family, we've used our collective heartache as motivation to keep fighting for equality for LGBT families. In December 2004, my sister and I were finally able to witness true equality when my parents were legally wed in Canada. Go Canada. In that moment, we felt joy without fear. But the instant we returned home, the fear crept back in. Their marriage was no longer valid. Now that fear takes a new form. We have a new brother and sister that my parents are in the process of adopting. It terrifies me that the law will not protect them and they are not recognized as my siblings. That God forbid something were to happen to my parents, I don't have the same standing as a legal recognized sibling. The same homophobic, unconstitutional, and hateful laws that deny marriage equality also deny my brother and sister the right to two legal parents, with the same rights. With the same rights and responsibilities as straight couples. I am hopeful that you will join me and my family and the thousands of other Americans demonstrating today to recommitting yourself to the cause for equality for LGBT families. It's Hannah. We are in a more hopeful time now. We must build on the foundation of hope laid by President-elect Barack Obama. We must stand up and speak out for those who cannot, for my brother Charlie and my sister Hannah, and for the millions of other children of gay and lesbian families who live each day in fear. Now that being said, thank you very much. It is my honor to introduce our next speaker, Jennifer Bolton. Jennifer is an attorney and judge in Pro Tem Henderson Municipal Court. She is vice president of the board of the center, a founding member of the local HRC steering committee, but most importantly, she is my mom. How awesome is my kid? You just met one of the four pieces of my heart. Let me introduce you to the other three. This is Samantha, Charlie, and Hannah. And the one that holds all of those pieces together, my wife, Vivian. We are honored and overwhelmed to be here with all of you at the beginning of this historic journey. As Vivianna told you, it is not just equality for our relationships to our partners that we seek, but equality for our families. On November 4th, Arkansas passed a law denying the right of LGBT families to adopt or foster children. As upsetting an outcome as that is, it is more disheartening to know that a similar law has existed here in Nevada for many years. The injustice of Question 2 in Nevada and Proposition of 8 in California is not just that we cannot marry, but that we cannot be legally recognized families. So today we must renew our commitment to equality, to justice, to dignity and respect. Most importantly, we must renew our commitment to one another. Starting today, we must pledge that we will not settle for second-class citizenship. Starting today, we must work together to bring about justice and equality for our children. Starting today, we must tell our stories to our families, to our neighbors, our co-workers, our legislators, representatives, and the world. We must stop living in fear and start speaking with courage and determination. Today we must confront those who would wield the Bible as a weapon, who use God as an excuse for their bigotry. We must take back faith and claim it in the name. We must take back faith from those who claim it in the name of hate and prejudice and fear. Starting today, we must rise above those that seek to divide us and understand that we will only win this together. Starting today, we must truly begin to honor those who have come before. We must carry with us the courage of our forefathers and foremothers, whose road was much longer than ours. We must win this right, not just for our generation, but for the generations that fought long before today. Starting today, we must participate. We must join our local and national organizations working for the LGBT community. We must become a part of the solution and not mere spectators on the precipice of history. Starting today, in this moment, we must pledge that we will never again be treated as less than. We will not be silenced. We will not be ignored. We will not back down, shut up, or sit down. There is no retreat.